Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Elizabeth, a women's health, embodiment, and empowerment coach here to help provide guidance and support on your healing journey, whether that's a health journey, a spiritual one, or a nervous system and shadow work one. Last week, we dove into our relationships and recognizing which ones are healthy for giving us co-regulation and our other relationships that may be considered more unhealthy or toxic, causing dysregulation. Today, I wanted to expand on the topic of relationships, but talking about something that can completely change the way that you see your personal relationships and what you may be subconsciously attracting into your life without realizing it. That is that you're not meeting new people, you're meeting your patterns. It may be a different face, the same frequency, the emotional unavailable one, the narcissistic one, the one who abandons, the one who can't commit. And it's not bad luck that these sorts of people keep coming into your life. It's your unhealed wound asking to be seen and healed so that you can stop attracting them in the first place. I hear people all the time ask things like, why do I keep attracting partners with the same negative or toxic behaviors? They desperately want a happy, healthy relationship, yet all they keep meeting is the same person with a different face, and it makes them feel basically cursed in the love department. So let's dive deep into this topic today to expand on the little bit of background behind this. Here's a spiritual perspective on this, which is relationships are mirrors. From the spiritual lens, Carl Jung spoke about projection and how the unconscious parts of ourselves get projected onto others. What we have not integrated internally, we meet externally, not to punish us, but to teach us. In many spiritual traditions, including Buddhist psychology and even certain interpretations of karmic theory, relationships are seen as teachers, not accidents. You don't attract what you want, you attract what feels familiar. And familiar doesn't always mean healthy, it means known. So, for example, from inner wounds since childhood, in the psychology realm, this can be looked at as attachment and repetition compulsion. Now let's ground this in the science. Attachment theory tells us that our early childhood experiences shape our nervous system's template for love. So if love was inconsistent for you growing up, you may feel chemistry with inconsistency in your personal relationships, even if on a conscious level, that's not what you want. Because let's be honest, people generally want things like stability and consistency in their partners. If love required overperforming in childhood, you may feel subconsciously drawn to emotionally unavailable partners. If love felt chaotic growing up, calm might feel boring to you, and therefore you may think if you're not fighting with your partner or experiencing some level of chaos in the relationship, then it's not a passionate enough one for you. Freud called this repetition compulsion, this unconscious drive to recreate early wounds in an attempt to resolve them. Your nervous system is basically trying to complete the story, but it keeps choosing the same spiral staircase, different view, same level. Now let's look at the specific patterns and the wounds that they might be mirroring for you. Let's break it down in an easy, digestible way. Pattern number 1, you attract emotionally unavailable partners, for example. The possible wound may be, I'm not chosen, I must earn love, my needs are too much. And this is often rooted in caregivers who were physically present but emotionally unavailable. Your nervous system learned connection equals chasing. Pattern number 2, if you attract narcissistic or controlling partners. Possible wound could be, my voice doesn't matter, I have strength to stay safe, I am responsible for other people's emotions, and this is often linked to childhood environments where expression didn't feel safe for you. Your nervous system learned love equals compliance. Pattern number 3, if you attract abandoning partners. The possible wound could be, I will be left. I must cling to be kept. I must take care of everyone else's needs or I might be abandoned. This is often rooted in inconsistent caregiving, or maybe a divorce situation or emotional unpredictability in the home growing up. Your nervous system learned love equals anxiety or unpredictability. Pattern number 4, say you get bored in healthy relationships. The possible wound could be calm feels unfamiliar or unsafe for me in the nervous system. Chaos feels like passion. If you grew up in a stressful environment, your baseline nervous system state may be dysregulated. So safety feels foreign to you. Your body mistakes adrenaline for chemistry. Now let's look at the nervous system piece, and this is crucial. Here's what most people miss. You don't choose partners only consciously. You choose through your nervous system. If your body is used to hypervigilance, it will feel magnetized to unpredictability. If your body equates stress with intimacy, calm can feel dull to you. This is not weakness, it's conditioning. Polyvagal theory shows that our nervous system constantly scans for cues of familiarity. Familiarity equals survival. So even if someone is unhealthy in their patterns of behavior, they can feel familiar to you according to any unhealed wounds from your childhood you may have experienced. Your body reads that as safe until you begin to regulate yourself. Now let's look at how to recognize if you're in a pattern. Some signs might be your relationships feel different in some ways, but they always end the same. Your friends may see red flags immediately, but maybe you miss them. You feel intense chemistry early on. You ignore your body's discomfort around them. You may feel more anxious than peaceful around them. You overfunction to maintain connection. Ask yourself, does this feel calm or activating? Your body is always telling the truth before your mind catches up. So how do we begin healing these patterns that we have? This is where the true work begins. Step 1, you want to first identify the core belief. Every pattern has a root belief. Ask yourself, what does this dynamic confirm about me? Is it that I feel like I'm not enough, that I might be abandoned, that I have to earn love? Write it down. Awareness interrupts repetition. Step 2, regulate before you re-choose. You cannot choose partners or any other relationship differently from a dysregulated state. If your nervous system is in fight mode, you'll choose control. If it's in flight mode, you'll choose avoidance. If it's in fawn mode, you'll choose people pleasing. Regulation practices matter deeply here. So you could try slow breath work with long exhale breathing, somatic grounding practices or intuitive movement, strength training or walking, journaling after you get triggered. Therapy or coaching can also help. When you become aware of the wounds that were showing up in your patterns and you do the work to heal them so that the nervous system can stabilize, your attraction blueprint begins to shift. Number 3, do the shadow work. The parts of you that feel unworthy, abandoned, unseen, those are your shadow aspects. Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. That's the shadow work. This is exactly why I created my sacred self-love and nervous system healing guide that I left for you in the comments below. It will help you begin to identify those unconscious wounds and start integrating them safely. And inside my upcoming shadow work course, we will go even deeper into identifying childhood imprints, things like attachment wounds and nervous system conditioning, so that you can stop reenacting the same relationship stories. Because awareness without integration doesn't break the cycle, embodiment does. So what changes can you begin to see when you heal? When you regulate your nervous system, calm will start to feel attractive for you. Consistency feels safe. Boundaries feel empowering. Chaos feels exhausting instead of magnetic. You stop climbing the same spiral staircase and then suddenly different people appear. Not because the universe magically changed, but because your frequency did. And therefore, you will begin to attract relationships that are aligned with your new higher state of frequency. So ask yourself today, What relationship pattern keeps repeating for me in partnerships, friendships, or wherever? What wound might it be reflecting? What part of me is asking to be healed? This is not about blaming yourself. Until you have awareness of your wounds for the inner healing work, it can be difficult to realize why we keep recreating these same patterns. It's about reclaiming your power because you are not doomed to repeat your childhood, but you are responsible for healing it. If for no other reason than to start attracting more healthy and abundant people and things into your life. And if this video resonated with you today, comment below, what pattern are you breaking this year? What questions do you have on the content that we discussed? I'd love to be able to support and guide you. And if you're ready to go deeper, check out the Sacred Healing Guide below that I left for you, and stay tuned for the shadow work course that I will be launching soon. Jump on my weekly newsletter for extra tools and resources to help you, and be notified when the course launches soon, giving you your subscriber-only discount. Just remember, you don't need a new partner. You need a regulated nervous system and an integrated self first. When you fully heal, an aligned match will follow. Then the right people won't feel intense to you. They'll feel safe in your nervous system. And that's the shift. And this goes for any type of relationship that you attract into your life, even your friends. All your relationships act as mirrors to show you what may need to be healed inside. I hope this video helped you in some way today. And if you feel this message would benefit someone in your life, then please share this with them so it can help them as well. Thank you for, as always, your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. I'm truly grateful for this community that we are building here to support one another. Sometimes it makes all the difference. This is your weekly reminder to do something today that brings you joy. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.